Hey guys, welcome out to the Death Battle cast. We are the cast and crew of Death Battle. I'm Ben, I play Wiz.
I'm Sam, I write them sometimes.
I'm Tori, I animate them sometimes.
Good
I'm
job.
Chad, I play Boomstick, always.
All the time,
Yeah.
not just sometimes.
Perpetually.
But Sam is writing the episode that is coming out in a couple weeks. Batman Beyond versus Spider-Man 2099. 2099? That word. Year. Whatever it is. That thing. So that's exciting, right?
Yeah, it's a lot like 1999, except 100 years in the future.
Yeah.
It's riveting conversation like that you can
Definitely.
expect to find on this podcast.
When was Batman like a thing? Like when did he start being Batman? Like what year?
Like original Batman?
Yeah, like when did he show up?
way back?
No. Not like, I'm talking about the fictional character's age.
Yeah, like what year?
changes
did
all the
he start?
time.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because
Is it-
now it's
well, what is
different.
it like? What does it kind of sit around? Like
Well, right now,
99?
I mean, I haven't gone over
50s?
Batman, so I'm not a Batman expert.
Sure.
I know a lot about Batman Beyond now,
Oh.
but not New 52 Batman. But I do think New 52 Batman is like in its late 30s, and it's 2016, 2017 in that
okay.
world, and he probably started in his early 20s or so. So
Well,
I don't know.
regardless.
I'm taking a pretty shot in the dark here. I don't know much
Technically-
at all about
technically-
Batman New 52.
Batman has been around since the dawn of time because he
Yes.
went back in time and met the first
Well-
human being and was like, hey, I'm Batman. And then he went back to the present.
I guess New 52 probably wipes that off the board, but that's
Yeah.
yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
But he's definitely youthful. You can tell that
He
by
always
his
keeps up with times.
clean-shaven jaw. And just going to say thank you, Dollar Shave Club, for sponsoring
Oh.
this episode. We'll tell you more about that in just a little bit.
Yeah, Batman would be
I was
weird with
looking
a
for- I was
beard.
looking for a good.
That wasn't as
stole it
smooth.
from
That
me.
wasn't as smooth as
stole
you
it
set
from
it
me.
up to be.
Well, I tried.
Oh,
just-
nice.
You just mentioned his smooth face
Yep.
and then went into.
That's right, I did, Torian.
Oh, could you imagine Batman? Because he has no, like, his jaw's open. He would just be weird with the beard. Like,
With the cowl
and the beard.
Yeah,
There's
Little
just a beard
stick.
coming out of it.
yeah, like he's been in the woods.
I mean,
for
that's
a while.
kind of what
Like,
Green Arrow does.
yeah, he does. Yeah.
It'd just be weird to see on Batman, especially if it was like a really like substantial beard, like Castaway level beard.
Yeah.
I'm sure that had to have happened at some point.
Sure.
Bruce having a beard.
Superman
but
does
it's
that
not-
every so
yeah,
often.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
Batman's
got-
gotta have done it.
Old school, like when he goes back in time, he's a pirate for a little while, and he has a different Batman thing.
There are,
His
mask is
not
different.
there are a couple
Yeah.
Batman stories where he's got like a shorter beard, like a close shaved beard. I don't know if he's ever been like full on bushy coming
There's some
out.
times where he gets scruffy when he's like in like a castaway-ish situation, but
Yeah.
he doesn't have.
doesn't have
he
the
usually
cowl.
doesn't have the cowl with him,
Right.
so it's like yeah.
I want to see that.
He's scruffy
I'm sure it
Bruce Wayne.
exists.
Like
I'm
I
sure you
can
find it.
see a scruffy Bruce Wayne in my head, just never a scruffy Batman.
Yeah.
Anyway, normally at around this time we would do the community death battle, where we pitch a death battle idea to you guys. You can use the hashtag DeathBattleCast to tell us who you think would win. But we're actually pre-recording this episode because a bunch of stuff is happening, like
Extra life and then
yeah, mainly at this
meetings
point in
at the
time.
company and
And the
Thanksgiving
eclipse.
and all sorts of stuff. And an eclipse, that's
Yeah.
way back.
end of the world, you know,
No,
that kind of
it's
stuff.
like another one's gonna
happening?
happen. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's another eclipse
Yeah.
coming?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
You
don't
lying to
believe you.
me?
I'm not lying. Sam agrees.
No, I'm saying there's another one question mark at the end of that. I don't
Oh.
know. There's
Yeah.
another one.
Yes, there
There's a
is.
question mark. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Good
pretty
enough.
sure Torian's lying through his teeth.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why do you always?
You
why
got
do you,
that?
why don't you trust
You
me?
smirk when you lie.
That's not true.
Yes,
You
it is.
also just don't seem like a person who's paying attention to the stars and shit much. So
All right. Well, there's too much working against me.
yeah.
But it is happening.
Well, speaking of working against you, Torian, in honor to fill the time that we would normally have our community death battle,
No, come on now.
I've prepared
God
yet
damn it.
another
quiz.
Torian quiz.
You know what? I've been preparing ever since the first one.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen. So I forgot about it.
Perfect.
God damn it.
I have
Crammed
been.
for a test, and now it's just
Yeah,
all
like you didn't even. I'm ready for the test, and teacher's like, "Fuck it, we're gonna watch a movie." He wheels the fucking cart in with the TV on it,
Yeah, and then the surprise.
and then
the
gives the
test
test
later.
next week.
Once you've been lulled into a false sense of security. So hello, welcome to the Torian quiz. If this is your first time,
Damn it.
It is staggering. The things that Torian cannot name. He might know them, but he just can't name them. Because for some reason, that's just not the way his brain works, and it's really fun for us to pull those images up and have Torian try.
All pictures. It's all Google Images.
It is. But we got some fun stuff. So let's get rolling right into the first one here. All right, complete this phrase. Blank me up, Scotty.
Oh no.
Just breathe.
Right off the bat.
Yes!
My brain filled it in where I didn't know what was
Just
wrong. Like it just
breathe.
filled in the word for me. I was
Yeah.
like, "What's the question? Like, does he know the
Just-
character?"
Yeah.
And then I realized I was blank, and I was like,
Just
"Oh, whoa!" I
breathe.
just like,
Breathe. I get. Beat me up, Scotty.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, he got that one.
Okay.
It's too easy. All right.
It's coming back.
Well, good job, Torian. You're off to a good start.
All my studying.
Yep. Okay, what is this character's name?
Oh man. I love Futurama.
I know. And I was
Okay.
like, but I bet he doesn't know that character's name.
I thought they just called him Professor.
That's half of it. What's his name?
Professor.
well, that's a third of it technically.
I mean, that's true.
A third of. Wow, that just made this.
Well, his full name.
Think of it as
obviously.
3 words. You got one of them right.
Professor,
Professor.
Blank, blank.
first name, last name.
I'm just
Like,
even looking at the
names
last
work.
name.
Just one
Yeah,
of those
just the
two.
last name is fine.
Just one of those two.
But he's like he's related to Fry.
Yep.
What the fuck is Fry's last name? Oh my god, man! I used to be like a super Futurama fan.
We've already led into a side question with this. Dude, what's Fry's name?
Fry's name is Fry.
We heard Brian, someone in podcast. goes, "Ha!"
Is that not right?
No, dude.
It was really funny.
It's Philip J. Fry.
Oh, yeah, Fry is his
J.
last
Fry.
name.
Like, come on.
Oh, so it's Professor.
I love it. I love how suspicious you are. He looked right at me. He's like, he was about to say it, and then he goes,
Like some
I don't
fucking
know.
potato mascot, like Professor Fry. Are you kidding me? Like he gonna come out with the Frenchies? Like
No.
no.
The new McDonald's mascot.
Yeah.
I want it.
Professor
Can I get
Fry
a
joins in with
can I
the
just get a
kids.
pity try?
A pity
I know
try?
the
Yeah,
buzzer.
Yeah, just shoot.
Yeah, you can
shoot.
try.
Professor Osmond.
No. Hubert Farnsworth.
Oh shit, that is Ruby. You said,
See, I
you
was-
reminded me of some Ruby, but I thought I said Dr. Octopus.
No.
Professor
That's Octavius.
Octavius. It's too many
Oh,
O's.
that's
What?
Auto Octave.
None of it
Otto
applied.
Octavius, yeah. Oh, I thought
Professor
okay,
Farnsworth.
Oh, okay.
At first, I thought it was hard because I was like, I get it if he doesn't remember the Hubert part.
Yeah.
Because like that took me a second in my brain.
Yeah.
Professor Fry though, like I saw it in your fucking. Like,
wanted
it was in
to-
your eyes.
I
You were
wanted
like,
to say it so bad. I was so
like I mean,
sure.
they are related, but names don't always work like
I
that.
was
Like,
so sure.
I love that you went with Ozpin. Real quick, as a side question, do you know his catchphrase? He says it literally every time he walks into a scene.
Is it? Gosh. Come on, man. I didn't even know he had a catchphrase.
one of the words. One of the words is news.
Yep.
Oh, it's good news.
What?
No, I have news. Good news, everyone.
Oh, you got it. There we go.
Yeah.
I was really
Good news, everyone. The
Yeah.
planet such and such has this. And
Yeah.
you got to go to it.
There we
you
go.
Good
Yeah.
job.
I like the. I have news.
I mean, you're close. But
It's 3 words.
All right, great. What's the next one?
I didn't know that was his catchphrase.
All right, who is this?
Don't tell me.
What? Oh, who is this?
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh no. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm already fucking mad.
Like,
And it's not even that you don't know who it is.
Is it Ronald Reagan?
Yes.
Yes.
You did it.
Cool.
Okay, but the
right.
thing that's
you
pissing
go.
me off is you can see the ReaganFoundation.org in the top right corner.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Use
I
a
didn't see
little
that
bit
at
of
all.
fucking detective
oh my god.
work.
It literally tells you the
Yeah,
name.
the second it pops up,
We're
my God.
like 50 feet away from the screen.
motherfucker,
Oh shit.
we're like 5 feet away from this
Well,
one.
he couldn't have been Reagan. That could have just been the website.
And also, he's really.
But he is
suspicious.
Reagan.
Yeah, he's Reagan.
You didn't think I would know Ronald Reagan? You guys,
You know,
gotta
do you
give
know
me-
what the concept of Reaganomics was?
Nope.
All right, that's kind of fair. Like I feel like most people do, but like, you don't care about economics. So
Oh, great. Can we get the next one up? All right. Now, here's the thing. I want you to tell me
See where you're going with this.
the name of this rat. There are 3 correct answers. You can choose any one of them. What is the name?
You gotta, come on, man.
Okay.
You gotta give me a hint or something. I've never seen this rat before in my life.
Yes, you have.
You saw the movie with the snake in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've established this.
What did the rat do?
Oh, a lot actually.
Like, what was his thing? Like, what did he save someone?
okay.
He is the pet of that character. Do you know that character's name?
There's Harry.
Yep.
There's Heidi.
Nope. It's Hermione.
Hermione. I was close.
Yes.
Hermione.
Does anyone else picture like Heidi?
I wish that was Harry Potter. Okay. I was gonna say Hermione and her last name as the third guy.
What was your last name?
Hermione
Ranger.
Granger.
Ranger.
Yeah. Granger.
Are you
was
gonna
close.
call her Hermione Ginger?
I do not know very much at all about Harry Potter.
But you know who the rat is.
No, I know who that kid is. Yeah, no fucking doubt, because I can remember the 3 main characters of a thing, even if I haven't seen or read anything of it in 10 years. But the rat, like I know what the rat does in that arc, but I can't remember his name.
His name Pete's.
Who are you?
Wait.
Okay, hold on. Are you saying the character with the red hair's name is Pete?
Is the rat
No, you're just context cluing that. That's what.
rat named Pete?
It's real close to that.
Squeak?
Come
on!
Okay.
The
You said
rat,
it was close.
the rat's
Wait,
name
Wait,
is three.
wait.
The rat
Wait,
transforms
don't get
into a human, right?
don't get too far off track. We got to figure out the ginger kid's name first.
Yeah.
Oh, man, come on, man.
Starts with an R.
Dude.
Starts with an R. There's your hint.
Oh, okay.
Ruh.
Rat.
Ruh.
There's a famous director with the same name.
Oh, okay.
Very famous. He's
Does that
made
even
wonderful
help you
movies.
at all?
Like
It
Rush
really didn't. I thought
and
it was
Apollo 13.
Ronald.
Yes!
Hey!
Because I put it out to Ronald Reagan.
Oh,
But
shit.
it is Ron Weasley.
I thought that was wrong.
All right, and his rat, the reason you got close with your blind stab in the dark at Pete for Ron's name is because that's Scabbers, who's actually Peter Pettigrew, who also goes by Wormtail.
Oh, why does he have 3 different names?
Well, because Ron named his rat Scabbers. Actually, no, he got passed
Peter
down.
Pettigrew was a student at the school
Yep.
who could transform into a rat.
That's too
His
close to
nickname
Peter
was
Pettigrew.
Wormtail. He transformed into a rat for a long period of time. Ron got him as a pet, not knowing that he was a guy,
Yep.
and named him Scabbers.
Yeah.
Scabbers.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Story over. Let's move on to the next
That's
one.
exactly why
I'm
people
mixing it
love
up for
this
this
show.
one, Torian. Who's that Pokemon?
Oh shit, it's Onyx.
Okay, cool. There we go.
Yeah.
You're doing real good, Torian. I'm really
I
impressed
told you I
with
was studying. I was ready.
Yeah, you definitely have been doing better than you normally do.
I was ready.
But
Guess that Ronald Reagan picked it up.
it's time for that age-old question. Who is this?
Oh, come on, man. It's a trick. It's a trick. It's a trick picture. Because it's not gonna be from. It's not gonna be from.
Okay, without we will. I'll,
No,
No, let him go.
Let
No,
him
no,
go.
no.
Just-
What are you gonna say?
What dwarf do you think it may be?
I don't know I don't remember all the dwarfs' names.
Just let him go. Let him talk.
I know it's like.
What were you
Grumpy.
saying before? What were you saying before? You know it's not.
It's not from. It's not from Harry Potter.
Okay.
Okay.
You got that? It's definitely not from Harry Potter.
It's not from Harry Potter, so it's somebody in Lord of the Rings.
Maybe.
Okay. It's very ominous.
It could be from Percy
Man,
Jackson. I don't know.
Okay, there's 2 names stuck in my head, and I cannot get rid of them. So I'm gonna say them,
Okay.
and this is gonna be great content for you guys.
Okay. Dumbledore?
No.
Is that one of them?
Hold on, stop. Don't give me help.
It's not Gandalf.
Okay, no. It's not Gandalf.
I know it's not Gandalf.
You've learned this lesson.
I have learned this lesson.
You're technically close.
Thank you. That's why I keep. It's not Gandalf. It's.
What's the other name? What's in your head?
This is the 3rd time.
It's probably Ganondorf. Is the other name in his head?
Is it Ganondorf?
No. Is Is it Garrus?
Garrus? Garrus is your answer.
Torian from
No,
Mass
Torian.
Effect?
It's not.
I don't even play
Look who
Mass
it is.
Effect.
Pull it up. Gimli.
Oh,
It's
Gimli.
fucking Gimli. How do you still not know?
Also,
We've done this 3 times.
I like how when you do this thing, you're trying to decipher if it's Harry Potter or something. It's like you can't just use the context clues of the picture and like take a strong guess. Like
I did.
there's no deductive
That's how I figured out.
reasoning
That's how I
inside.
figured out it was Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Because I was looking at the rest of the picture.
Not.
Okay.
I was gonna say Game of Thrones, but it was just too.
Yeah.
He had the braids, and I've never seen a
Like
dwarf
I
in
can
Game
understand
of
some
Thrones.
of this stuff because like if you were to show me every character in Game of Thrones, like I'm gonna get the main cast, right? But then there's those guys that are there like every other episode and there's fucking
Yeah.
50 characters and like I'm gonna fuck some of them up.
Yeah,
But like
I don't watch
the
any of
main
this
crew,
stuff,
like
I don't watch any of this stuff.
that's
Only
You
remember,
said you were studying, and you have no excuse for this one because we've done this 3 times.
But like he looks different. He looks different.
Why does he
Here's
look
the
You
difference.
guys have him in a different pose every time. That's not fair.
Oh no!
The teacher doesn't give you
Yeah,
a different
okay,
test
okay.
every time.
but
you the
okay,
same
so
test.
are you saying you thought it was a completely different dwarf?
I
than
just
the
thought it was
same
like-
red-headed axe-wielding dwarf.
I
you've
just
seen
thought it was
twice
a different
before?
dwarf in the same series because there's a race.
Torian, every
Sorry.
day I come into work when I'm wearing different clothes. Do you think I'm a different person?
Yeah, but you're not posing this. You're in the same chair.
If I sat in a different chair wearing different clothes, would you be like, who is that guy?
In the same.
Just waiting for one day you're a clown.
Well,
Because I don't.
that was impressive.
I hope you remember this name, Torian, because this is gonna keep coming up in these quizzes.
I got
until you
it.
get
I'm down. Gimli.
You got it.
I got it. What did I say?
I
Gimli?
No, what did I say for the name? Somebody from Mass Effect.
Gandalf and Garrus.
Garrus, yeah, that was the other-
I said Garrus. Man,
Garrus is a Torian. Yeah.
just wanted to buzz you again.
All right, that concludes our Torian quiz for this week.
From Mass Effect.
Man.
That's great.
Thanks, Torian.
So,
Thanks for playing along.
I think we can nail it down. I can figure out whose name, like what letter the name starts with. That's the start.
What a power.
Yeah. Think about it. Everything that I got right or wrong, everything I got wrong, I had the first letter right. So I'm getting.
I mean,
Everything.
Fry and Farnsworth.
yeah.
Yeah, oh, see?
Pete.
Peter.
But that was often.
No,
he was trying to guess
that was
wrong.
one of the names.
Garrus and Gimli.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I had to work on the second letters and a couple syllables.
You're slowly gonna get there. You're going one letter at a time.
It'll be pretty good.
All right, well, we'll see how you do. Next time we do this, I guess.
And you'll never know when that's coming.
Man, I'm so proud of that Ronald Reagan one.
With his name like literally in the corner of the photo.
Like,
Still
I've
can't
never
believe,
seen
that's
that
the
man
photo
before in
you
my life.
picked? Like,
But I felt he was familiar.
Ronald Reagan, like I could kind of understand it because you just you've never shown any interest in politics, so like whatever.
Yeah.
He's
It's just.
Also, I wasn't born, so.
neither was I, but I still know who he is.
Yeah, well, you got taught. That.
You got taught? You didn't get taught about the presidents?
Kinda.
I feel you
almost like my
did way
teachers
more
didn't
than
care.
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
keep
was-
in mind, I was homeschooled and
Oh.
I hardly got taught anything.
Well, public school in Detroit is like homeschool, but with the
Oh
group.
yeah, public school in Detroit. That does.
It's like with
Homeschool with a group.
so the group.
There was no.
And a lot less
yeah.
love.
Yeah.
A lot less love. A lot more danger.
But they did have portable swimming pools. We've established that.
Stray
Never
dogs
forget
circled
that.
us like sharks in the water.
Yeah. Sounds like my experience in Detroit.
That's how you got to school. Most people got to school. Some people got to school by bus, but we got to school by pack of dogs. Just
Man, I miss walking to school. That was so cool. You guys ever walked to school?
yeah.
Yeah?
How far was it away?
In my house, I was already there. I walked to college a handful of times,
It was
that count?
at my house.
but I was an adult, so it was more like smoking cigarettes and
Man,
listening on your
walking to school was
iPhone 3GS. Like, I
iPhone 3GS?
think that's what I had in the middle of the college days. Yeah.
Dude, you had that Nokia, that tank Nokia forever.
Yeah.
Earlier.
Back then,
Nokia?
like upgrading phones before smartphones was like whatever. What new feature is there? Like
Yeah.
it was like there was 6 years, and then there was a camera, and everyone was like, "Whoa, cameras!" And then that kind of started it, and then smartphones happened, and it was like every
I think it was
year,
also
new
like, why
shit.
would you need a camera on your phone? Like now you can't have a phone without one, or you're weird.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I've even seen one.
Yeah.
A phone without a camera?
Yeah,
Nowadays?
no.
No, like even I was looking into like getting my parents involved in like a family plan thing.
Yeah.
And my mom still doesn't have a smartphone. And like I've been trying, but my dad's
does
like,
she
she doesn't need it.
exist?
She's like, I don't want it. She has an iPad though, which is why I'm like, it's the same thing.
Yeah, if
But
you can use
smaller,
an
and you keep it
iPad,
with you
you
everywhere,
can
and it
use an
makes
iPhone.
calls.
Yeah.
I would make calls.
But that's still a thing.
iPad.
It's so funny because like my mom's a very intelligent woman, but for some reason she looks at like technology as this insurmountable task. She's her own worst enemy when it comes to that. She's like she'll start to go. She's like, I don't understand how it all works. Like she wants to know like why a computer displays thing and all that stuff. And I'm like, you don't have to. Just accept that it does. She's like, no. And I'm like, well, you could look that up. She's like, I don't want to. You know, like and it's like she would have to know, and so she doesn't want to deal with it. And so I was looking, and I was like, do you guys have a flip phone, right? And they're like, actually, yeah, we have one. It's one over there with gigantic buttons for old people. And I'm like, right? And so then I go like, oh, holy God, like the buttons are like that big. And it still had a phone. It still had a camera on it.
Yeah.
Imagine
they
I
all
hope
did.
you want to take pictures of the grandkids.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the megapixels would be on that.
I mean, it might actually be like surprising. They just might still be making those phones for people who don't want smartphones.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd imagine someone somewhere has to make like a smartphone-esque thing that doesn't have a camera for like people who are really into privacy and are worried about that kind of stuff.
There was
you know?
some news article recently that the Razor was coming back.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
anything
I mean,
really about it. I just
and
remember people
honestly
talking
now
about
with like because it had that like aluminum bezel design and stuff, it'd make a good smartphone. Smartphones are now that thin again, so yeah. A cool like a
Like
it
a
was
flip open
Sony
smartphone?
Well, no. I had the Razor Silver, which wasn't a flip phone. That thing was dope.
When it slid up?
No, it
Switchblade?
didn't slide up. It was just like straight up thin, dope phone.
You ever walked in like 8 feet of snow? I'm 6 feet tall.
Nah. What a nice thing about living in the
difficult.
South. Like I'm not fucking with that much snow.
Man,
Ever.
it's awful.
I wish it would snow more here.
No, you
Like
don't.
We used to get like
snow
once a
is
year, at
fine.
least stick to the ground a little bit.
yeah.
And, like,
You
we
know
could
why I know
build
you
a
don't?
snow fort.
Because like the very first year I came down here to work for you guys, and I had like rented a car and was just driving around, and it was a tiny bit of snow on the ground.
People
You all
freaked out.
freaked the fuck out.
Oh yeah, well it's ice.
Dude,
Ice is
yeah.
the thing that gets us here.
Yeah.
We typically, at least
People-
in North Texas where we were before this, we would always get a week every year where it would just ice and sleet. And
Yeah.
the roads would kind of freeze over for a bit. Sometimes it would be like 1 or 2 days. I think a couple years ago it was for over a week. And that's when people freak out. I think we got snow, like actual snow, once every 4 years or
Like
so.
stores was closed.
Yeah.
Roads was cut. I was
Like,
like,
I
what
don't-
is happening? It's just ice. Slow down, you idiot.
No, I mean like you can drive on snow. Can't drive on ice very well.
I mean, it depends.
Can-
Like the highway's not really icing that bad. Y'all
You've
just
got to get to the
freaking
highway.
out.
Yeah.
I guess-
The thing is, even then, it doesn't matter. Like, I can drive in some snowy and icy situations, done it plenty of times. I choose not to because other people, especially in Texas, have no fucking idea how to do it, and they
yeah.
will hit you.
One
Especially
person
since,
just like stopped
well,
in
you're
the
talking
middle
about
of the
highways
highway.
and stuff. Texas loves its bridges.
Yep.
Loves its
Oh,
raised
we got
highways.
mad bridges.
And that's going to keep the ice on it forever because it's cold underneath as well. So nobody's going to want to drive just on general highways that are raised all the time.
Dude, I remember, so like, Craig would always be like, you know, like, be safe, but try and come in. So like,
You slide your way.
well, so when we were first in our old neighborhood,
Yeah.
Sam, I made the mistake of, so when you leave, you can either go to the left, but then you have to like make a left onto a main turn that like, or a main road, so like it's a pain. I always go to the right, which is slightly down a hill, and it takes you to a light, right? So I'm like, all right, it's icy. I'm being super, super careful. Leaving the neighborhood, everything's good. And then I go and I do what I always do, which is I take that right. Well, it's at this moment that I am going that I realize I'm on a hill, and everything's ice. And so even though I was going slow, and I was like, brakes, and it's just like the ABS kicks in. It's like, bup, 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 and it just oh, there goes the stop sign. And I just remember being like, don't be a car, don't be a car, don't be a car. And slid my way out. No car was there, thank God. And then I just went around and was like, oh, like never again. Like if there is ice, I'm taking that left. I'm making it. Oh God,
It might have been the same day. I had a similar experience where like I was living at, I think it was the apartment that Nick and I were rooming at together, and I was trying to drive to work. It was, I think it was the first day of that big week and a half long
Ice-pocalypse?
Ice-pocalypse, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
So it's like we get the call like it's icy, but still try to come in. So I'm like, okay. So I pull out of the apartment, and there's a hill, coming down from our apartment to an intersection, right? So, but the hill's not that bad. So I figured it'll be okay. So I'm slowly going down this hill, and and I'm thinking to myself, wow, this hill is way longer than I remember it being. But I make it. It takes forever, but I make it down all the way to the bottom, to the intersection. I'm like, okay. That wasn't that bad. I think I can do this. And literally as I'm thinking this, a bus comes through the intersection and kind of spins a bit. And stops and just kind of sits there for a while. I don't know what was going on, but I think the bus driver was just kind of like contemplating whether or not he should even be there.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here watching this bus spinning past me, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not going into work today. Turning around.
I love it right as you found your moment of confidence. Like, I can do this. Just bus spinning by.
I remember.
I'll never forget it.
Yeah. I did that once, and it was like one of the things that I was like, yeah, maybe driving ice is bad and scary. Like it was over on like Fort Drive Carroll in Eagle. You know where that QT is? Mm-hmm. I was coming like from UNT, and it's like a little bit downhill over there, and I was gonna make a left turn. And then I was like, it was a red light. So I was like, I'm gonna stop. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna stop.
Nope.
And like a car span all the way around and just ended in the far right lane on the other side near the QT, like perfectly. And then I just turned right and went the way I wanted to go.
So you looked like a badass.
It was so like, it was just slid like the whole way down. It just started, I was like, well, this is bad. And then I landed right where I needed to be, avoided every car, went straight through the red light.
I can't
and there was a cop like down the street, and I'm pretty sure he saw, or either he looked and was like, huh. And then I was in a different spot, and he was like, weird.
He's probably like,
I don't know, but like he didn't.
Sick.
He didn't do anything about it. I also did a 360 on the highway once in ice in the Miata,
cool.
but we were going really slow. We had the top down too. We were balling out that day in the ice.
I can't talk
Had a
about
fur
my
coat
sliding
on and
down the
shit.
hill story
Gangster.
because it doesn't end as good as you guys.
Oh, you got wrecked?
Yeah, I got wrecked.
Yeah.
Oh.
everybody alive?
It was just me and another car. But no one was in the car. It was a parked car.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you guys were like, yeah, I slid down the hill and I made it and I did a cool wheelie and a bus went
Did a
past
cool
me.
wheelie, yeah, sure.
Like I smacked the car. It was it.
See, and you're the guy who grew up in
What?
the north.
Yeah.
And you're here complaining about us all.
And we've never had a
was
car
a-
wreck.
Just freaking out.
It was a Mustang that had a bad timing belt and awful
Sure.
brakes.
Blaming it all on the car. I
Oh
see.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, how did the timing belt come in play with it wrecking? Like,
Because it wouldn't do stuff.
So ours was just exceptional luck. But I do have a story of both parked car crash and exceptional luck that involves someone that is in this building. So Brian wanted to upgrade his car, trade it in. He had this Saturn forever, right? And we were talking, he's talking about like, oh, I'm not really gonna get that much value for it, and yada yada. And we were talking, for trade-in. And I jokingly, on like a Friday, was like, yeah, man, all you gotta do is like roll through intersections. It's still legal for you. Like close your eyes and cross your fingers that somebody hits you, because then they'll total the car and they'll give you a check that'll be more than your trade-in value. Gets an even better scenario. That weekend, his car is parked in front of his house, and then a drunk driver just fucking nails it. Like, oh no!
decimates the car. Like,
Right, like, yeah, decimates it. And Brian comes in the next day on Monday, and he's just like, "This is a crazy story. This is what happened, but my car's totaled, and I got it checked."
It's like you walk in happy that your car was
like
totaled.
next
Right,
day,
Brian?
showed up with a new car. We were like,
Can we go to Brian for a second for nodding confirmation? That was a good day.
Awesome.
That's like the only positive car crash story I know of.
Except for the drunk guy, but
No, I had
he had a bad
I
time.
had another positive car crash where I got revenge.
Okay.
Revenge.
Go on.
the revenge crash. My
Someone
curiosity's
scraped.
peaked.
Long story short, someone scraped my car, like in a parking lot or whatever, and this is like where we worked.
And you knew who it was?
Yeah, like I had a good idea of what the car was or who owned the car. It's like a few weeks later, they're like coming too early out of an intersection or whatever. Bam! Just knocked the back of his whole bumper off with my car. Or whatever.
Intentionally?
No, he ran the stop sign, but it's my revenge because I was the one who hit him. So
Hold on.
No, he was at fault.
So he hit you in the parking lot
Yes.
when you weren't there and you didn't know, but you had an idea.
Yeah.
So later on, he hit you again.
no, I hit him. He ran the stop sign, and
Well, he ran the stop sign. So
Could you have
technically it was his
stopped?
fault.
No, I was already going. It was my turn, but he was just blew past the stop
It just
sign.
happenstance.
Yeah.
He was at fault, and you got to smash into like scot-free, hit the guy.
Yeah.
You got a revenge crash. That's pretty dope. Yeah.
Thank you.
shit.
Pretty dope. Lexus.
Oh, his was a Lexus?
Yeah.
What were you driving? Not
I
a
was
Lexus.
driving a piece of shit.
Yeah. All right.
Like I got out that car, I got my PSP because that was hot, and then I walked away.
You just walked away?
No, I walked to the curve to get out the street.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Hey, I just realized.
I was gonna bring it up right after.
Well, Torian, it sounds like, car crashes sometimes can be a close shave.
That was revenge. It wasn't close at all.
Let him
I
do the
hit
ad
him.
read.
So by now, you guys probably know the Dollar Shave Club has great razors for just a few bucks a month. But did you know that they also have great products for pretty much everything else? They've got body wash, shampoo, hair gel, lip balm, you name it. I'm not the biggest fan of going out and shopping at the store. Sam is not either. It's one of the things we hate most in life. And there are a ton of different products to choose from at Dollar Shave Club. And if you have any questions when you're out at the store and stuff, like nobody really knows, but Dollar Shave Club makes it nice and easy, right? Easy and convenient for you to upgrade your shave and your bathroom by delivering you what you need right to your door. Just like their razors, their other products are super high quality. So if you're like me and Sam and don't want to deal with going out to the store, now's the time to try Dollar Shave Club. For a limited time, DSC is offering their starter set to new members. For just $5, you get one of their best razors and 3 travel-sized versions of the most popular products that help you stay fresh and clean. Your first box contains the shave butter, their shave butter, which we've talked about a whole bunch on the show, body wash, and one wipe, Charlie's butt wipes, which is very important. They work very well. And of course, you're also getting that quality razor, which includes a weighty handle and a full set of cartridges. After the first box, replacement cartridges are sent for only a few bucks a month. This offer is exclusively available at dollarshaveclub.com/cast. So don't wait, go check it out. Click the link in the description or type it in if you want to be old-fashioned about it. And then go to dollarshaveclub.com/cast. Thank you, Dollar Shave Club.
Dollar Shave Club is one of the things that has made me want to switch my entire life to subscription-based services.
Right, it's super convenient.
Yeah, it is the jam, dude.
Ever since I was using it, like, you never had that moment where you're like, I think I can power this razor blade out a little bit longer. You know, everyone's done that. We like see how long you can go. But now it's just like they show up and you're like, I don't even need to.
The only thing
Get
is
the nice
like,
fresh one.
I feel guilty because you have so many, maybe it's just the pace I shave, but you have so many replacement blades that it's like, I don't feel like I need to throw this one out, but like, I've got a surplus now. Like, what
But
am
see,
I
that's why
gonna
then
do?
you're always getting a quality shave.
Yeah, I guess that's the point. I mean, I need to break my ways of terrible razors now that I have the Dollar Shave Club light, but still.
Sam, you throw away change.
Yeah,
I don't think
I
you would
know.
have a problem throwing away.
I don't know. For some
throw
reason,
away-
because they're still perfectly good. They're hella sharp. Like it's like I shave like what twice a month. So for me, like it's like I'm not gonna put on a new razor literally every time I shave. Like,
But you can.
I can, and I mean maybe I should. You're
Probably.
right. I like
Probably
to
should do that.
wear socks once and throw them out. Like I love stuff like that. So yeah, I should probably do
Yeah, it's your favorite thing. No, he does. Sam loves like
Wait, what? Do you really do that?
excessive waste for the
rich
sake of
bastard?
like
No,
elitism.
okay. It's not rich. We've gone through this before. If you go to places like
Have
Ross,
we?
yeah, if you go to places like Ross and stuff, you can get socks, good socks, not incredible socks, but good socks, on the cheap. Like I'm talking $1 a pair. Really, ordering or wearing new socks every day is way cheaper than smoking cigarettes, which I used to. So like, I mean,
So
really, it's not that
pretty
hard.
much you need to buy 360 something pairs of socks.
Realistically, at the point, I would say I probably, and this is gonna sound egregious, but I probably go through about 100 pairs of socks a year.
It still blows my mind.
Oh no.
So here,
I like
here's-
every
here's-
couple months I'll go and buy like 25 socks, and then like if I can't, like if the, like you know, eventually the pairs get mixed mashed in the wash and stuff, and I'm just like the bottom of my clean hamper is just full of mixed mash socks, and I'm just like, fuck all y'all. Like,
What?
You gotta
match 'em.
no. Like I sort through and I
those
put
are the
pairs
ones left.
together. I put pairs together, and I dump all the new laundry in that same one. And by the end, there's like 5 or 6 socks that don't have pairs at the bottom of the hamper after I've done all my laundry.
What happens
your
to all the other
socks?
socks?
Dude, that's a question people have been asking for years. No one knows what
No,
happens.
you like
Sometimes
lose that.
one
you
sock
lose
gets
that
away.
sock in
Like
the
I
bed.
don't, yeah, I have
gets
no,
away.
yeah, I have no
Chasing
fucking
it.
idea where they've gone. Just socks disappear sometimes.
And why do you have so many? It sounds like you have a lot of variety of socks. So you have pairs that only have one other match?
Yeah, I do too. I have like this pink sock. I have no idea
Well-
where I got the pair from.
I also have a subscription service for clothes that sometimes send me like fancy socks. So I have some fancy socks that obviously don't get thrown away. Like it's just like standard black ankle ones that
Yeah.
you're throwing away,
But sometimes I have to wear the pink sock, the Deadpool sock, because I can't find the other Deadpool.
I do mix and match though. When you get the colored socks, it's like I'm gonna do one blue, one
No,
orange.
just like,
I'll fuck
I
with it a little
don't.
bit.
I mean, just like because you say you have the bunch of mismatched socks. I just wear those.
Yeah, I will too if I'm if I'm pressed for laundry.
Or like
I
a
will
black
too,
ankle
but
sock with a white tube sock that go to the.
It just depends. There'll be some day where I'm feeling balling. I'm just like, I'm gonna go buy 30 more pairs of socks. It's usually only like $30. Like, come on. What's some dumb shit you've spent money on recently? Like,
There,
Shoes. Guarantee you. Shoes.
yeah.
I haven't bought shoes since I moved to Austin.
Really?
Yeah,
Have you just not found like your
No,
place
that's a
yet?
lie.
Yeah, I don't
We
believe
went out
that.
and bought shoes together.
you're right.
They were,
I
they were,
lied.
they were
and I didn't
200
smirk, so you don't know
Hey,
when I'm lying.
Legit,
Well, you-
Anyways,
You
They
didn't
were-
know that you were lying.
legit though, those shoes were $200, which is, I'm not hating. I'll buy some expensive shoes too. But you could have bought easily like 180 pairs of socks and just like, you would have
But
still
by
had
your,
plenty
but by
of
your,
shoes.
ma-
Just
but
put 5
by
of
your
them on,
own
and
math,
that's pretty much shoes.
But
Yeah.
I've only bought that one pair within, so it's been like what 5 or so months since we've been
That's,
here.
I'm proud of you.
By
That's
your
real good.
own math, you spent more on socks than those shoes so
the 5
far.
months.
No, because I'm saying only, I go through about maybe
$30
top
a
end.
month.
Top end, I every few months. I'm saying
Okay.
top end, I go through about 100
All right.
socks. I probably spend like $100, $120 on socks every year.
Does it just
Okay.
feel good to throw them in the trash?
No, it feels good to put on brand new fucking socks.
That's-
Your feet
that's
are
legit.
thank
That's
you.
true.
They're wonderful. New sock days?
Yeah.
Great days. So I try and make every day.
I don't know though.
a
I
sock
like the
day.
fresh out the dryer static on my foot. Get shocked a little
Ooh,
bit.
that's good too. Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
There you
that's
go.
Sam's motivational poster. Try and make every day new sock day.
That's
Sam,
pretty good.
Days you want
2017.
to ball hard.
That's pretty good.
Yo,
How it is.
Speaking of shoes, so like, I used to skate, right? And I hate saying that I used to skate, but I
Yeah.
really have to
You're
face
old
facts
now, it
that I just
happens,
like
yeah.
don't have time to
He's
skate
not
anymore.
old.
We
He's
used
like
to
in
be
your
young.
early 30s. He's not
I know.
old at all.
But anyway,
You're like,
so,
what, 18?
Yeah, totally, right?
Gosh.
Just in spirit. So like,
You don't want to be 18.
Here's
Being
the thing.
18 sucks.
I like still like one of my things like my holdout still is like I still have skate shoes, right?
Yeah.
So like if I ever need to skate, like I'm wearing the shoes
But
to
you
do
don't.
that, right? And I like them. They're comfortable. But like April sent me a text earlier. We were talking about shoes, reminding me of this. She says, "I'm making you a list of man shoes to pick from. Now is the time that I will graduate you from your Americas that were made in 2006 that we have to special order for like $20,000, which obviously overestimation.
Yeah, but real
almost
talk. How much
19.
are you spending on them shoes?
Not a lot.
For like 60, 80 bucks a pair?
Yeah.
oh wait, is that not the same shoe? I always thought you had one pair of shoes.
Okay.
Since
He replaces them with a very
Out of like just my walking
Okay.
around like everyday shoe. Yes, I have one shoe, like one pair.
I know that's fine. I thought you had like one. I thought
But
that
then-
was the one shoe for the past 3 years I've known you.
No, they die and then I get a different pair.
Oh shit! I've been tricked.
There's been slight alterations.
Real talk,
over
though,
the
what
years.
kind of shoes she sent you?
She hasn't sent them yet. She's putting together a list that's waiting
man
for me at
shoe.
home.
It's gonna be like
See,
some. It's gonna be like some boots like this.
Here's the
like
problem. Like April and Sam will like team up on me all the time.
Yeah,
Like
because we have better opinions than you do.
You're gonna have like the thickest heel.
she literally.
It's gonna be so good.
What did I have to get that blazer for, a weading or something?
Knuckles' wedding, yeah.
Yeah. So I had to get a blazer for a wedding, and she texted Sam. It was like, take Chad to go and get adult clothes.
Yeah.
oh
And we
no!
did.
And we did, and I got a pretty pitching blazer, I'm not gonna lie.
Wow, I want to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
The blazer?
like I mean, you can hate on
Him in the
whatever
blazer.
shoes, but dude, I wear these shoes almost every day for a reason. They're mad fucking comfortable, and like I don't fuck with laces. I got a zipper. B. Like,
And you got like a
Damn.
bitchin' you got a bitchin' like
plus you want to talk about ankle support?
stride.
Shit.
You know, you got
Have
like
your
a-
ankle wrapped up in leather. That's really what gets me with these boots. Is like my ankle sucks. It
Yeah, it
hurts
does.
all the time, and if I'm wearing some like That's why I wore high tops for ages too. So like, man, just wrapping in leather feels great.
Speaking of shoes, man, so Sam and I recently went out to film a Call of Duty video for GameSpot. And Sam attracted the eye of a lady at the bar.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I was a little saucy.
Yeah, dude. Well, our flight, we got to the airport early and our flight got a little bit delayed and we both just like kind of looked at each other like, you want to get drunk? Like, yep.
Yeah.
So we sat around drinking for a while and then when we realized the flight was delayed, we went to bar number 2 in the airport.
Strong.
Yeah, and then Sam had these pink like felt shoes. Were they felt? They're like
They're suede.
yeah.
Oh,
pink suede.
I know the ones. Those are my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
And
some
so
Chelsea boots, yeah.
he's wearing that, and this lady comes sit down next to Sam, and Sam and I were talking, and then she immediately just like started talking about our candy because we were a little drunk, and there was a candy store, so that happened.
Yep.
Yes.
Yo,
I
candy
found
at the
those-
airport's expensive.
I
really
found
is.
those in my bag.
It's really expensive.
Because I bought like a giant bag of Jelly Bellies, and it was like $20. It was ludicrous.
30.
Well, that was.
I was
with
just
the
about to say I
chocolate,
spent
too.
$30.
Oh, yeah, with
That was with. I also got chocolate too. Anyways, but I
spent
forgot about
$30
the
one
Jelly
time.
Bellies because I just kind of threw them in the bottom of my my bag, right?
Yeah.
My backpack, and then
spill
we were
on?
like, no. We were just a little saucy. I just kind of forgot about them because like what? I didn't give a shit about it. Like 3 days later, I opened up my backpack and I was like, oh, Jelly Bellies! Like it was great. totally worth the $30 candy purchase at the airport because I got myself a future gift. It was great.
yeah, but this lady sits down next, and she starts talking and makes some comment about candy, and Sam's like, she like guessed what flavor they were or something. And he's like,
Yeah.
no, you'll never guess. He's like, they're Dr. Pepper and watermelon. You combine and it creates a magical new flavor. And I'm
And
like,
it does.
And
It's
so
a
she
great
tried it.
combo.
and then she started talking, and then she was like all over Sam. Like,
Man.
I mean, she was talking about her. She's like, I really like your shoes.
Ooh.
And they were both wearing all black. He's like, you know, I was wearing all black, so I had to have like a little pop of color. She's like, I do the same thing. Look at my shoes. At
And
first
then
I thought
she
like,
immediately started to try and play footsie with me, and I was like,
yep.
"Girl."
Not the sways.
Yeah, not this way. Off these kicks, ho. Can be touching it.
Whatever lady
Yeah.
you are, she's watching this like he called me a hoe. She watches
Colloquial.
that battle
I call them anyway. I use
course
ho
she
and bitch
does.
colloquially.
But then
very
she's
nice.
like, so into Sam, like, cause like I'm part of the conversation, but then I can tell like all her attention wants to go to Sam, and she goes like, I'm gonna guess how old you guys are,
Oh.
and she guesses Sam age, and then she just starts talking to Sam
Yeah.
about it, and I just sit off the side. I'm like, all right, yeah, she's totally doing
Well, you
her
have
thing.
like the I'm Mary barrier around you.
yeah, it just
well, you
exudes.
mentioned
Yeah.
something like that. You're
Well-
like, yeah, I have 2 kids, and she was like, okay.
And she goes, how old are you? Because then she's like, I thought you were gonna be like 25. This came later when
Yeah.
I mentioned that, and I was like, no, because I'd mentioned with April and I've been together for 13
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
And then I told her she was 31. She's like, oh my god. And then that was about like all the words
Yeah.
she said to me. That was back to Sam about candy
the
and
barrier
shoes
was
and
pushing
like
her away.
what he's doing and how
Yeah.
much time he was gonna be around for or whatever. And then we were like, oh, we gotta catch our flight.
Yeah, then we were like, bye, pieces.
Pieces.
But all because of those pink suede shoes.
Yeah, the shoes.
I mean, did she look good?
Eh.
Oh.
She was terrible. I don't know. It's not my thing. Also, like, what am I gonna do?
Anything but like yes.
Like what?
is
I
awful.
mean, yes, she wasn't unattractive, but like I
She
don't
wasn't
care
unattractive.
either. I just didn't care. Like I was
Oh, okay.
way
Alright,
more
I
into the
got you.
candy and beer. And like, what am I gonna do? I have a lady friend, so I'm not gonna like cheat
you
on
go.
her with a weird airport fling. Also, we have to get bored in like 10 minutes. Like,
Sounds like a challenge.
Sounds like a challenge.
challenge for another day, another time maybe, but not that way.
No, dude, that was like, I'm talking about like top 10 places I would never want to have sex. It would be an airport.
Yeah, I don't think I could like
Well,
plane like
many
especially
people.
when a plane's like
Wait a
about to
minute.
board. I'd be too
Have you
stressed
done
out.
this, Ben?
No.
Oh, that's like he was like he was
yeah.
like
I thought
well.
the same thing. He's like,
Yeah.
he was like,
Well.
well, sometimes you just gotta do
There you
it.
go.
You get there and you got like an hour and a half to your flights. Takes off. What are you supposed to do while you're waiting?
Ben, I don't
Dock
like this
your own
suspicious
plane.
laughter. Have you done this for real?
Yeah, it really did sound like that.
Yeah, I just plane and airport smashing is just not.
Doesn't sound like a
doesn't
good
sound
idea.
great thing. No.
Nope, but you know what it is?
It's very uncomfortable.
Watermelon and Dr. Pepper jelly beans. You should
great.
try it. It's really good. Don't get them at the airport because one, the candy dispensers, you can do like that, and you've got about 100 of them. And it gets real expensive real quick.
That's how I ended
Yeah,
up
real
spending
quick.
like $30.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
also-
exactly what happened to us. It was one little tap. Like that shit comes out of there faster than water.
It came
Like,
out
I don't
so
even
fast.
understand
Justin
how-
dropped the bag,
Yeah,
and there's
it's
just
like
jelly
there's
beans on the
something
floor.
like it's compressed by gas at the top. It's like it's just smashing them bellies out.
shoots a hole at the bottom of the bag.
Just
But,
walks away with
if you
jelly.
want to meet a lady, sounds like it's
Get
a good way
nice
to do it.
shoes.
Yeah, get nice shoes.
Get nice
Go
shoes.
get
Go
some
get some
Also,
jelly beans.
if
There you
tell,
go.
If you tell April that argument, maybe she'll let you keep buying your ugly ass shoes.
Oh, I can't tell if they're ugly. or not.
Nice, doing me a solid. There we go.
They look the same.
It's just trying to help you out.
I like my shoes.
It's like
They're fine.
no,
Anyways,
I literally
we
thought
have
it was
to-
the same pair.
We have to set a community battle, right?
Yes, we do.
We also, oh, by the way, we wanted to talk about this episode, but we went off on weird stuff like shoes and
Yeah, this is
totally
this
forgot
and weather.
about it.
This was the shoe episode.
And
of
weather.
Death Battle now.
and leather.
Don't forget what. Well, I said
And
weather,
leather.
but
Weather,
Wet-
leather,
ice.
yeah.
weather and
Like
leather
random
might be the name of
stuff.
this
What else did
episode.
we talk about? We talked about handwriting.
And your
Yeah.
quiz.
That was before. We
Oh,
started the
okay,
cast.
Yeah.
Way to
anyway.
confuse everybody.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're like, what?
Handwriting.
that.
Someone's searching.
Newsflash: cursive is stupid.
Yeah.
That's just like all. that's
But
like
yes, just to wrap it up real quick. I mean, we mentioned it earlier, but Batman Beyond versus Spider-Man 2099, Sam's episode is coming out in the next couple weeks.
Man, we didn't say anything about that.
No, that's why we're doing
Yeah,
it.
that's why I was trying to bring it up now.
But we're really excited to do it because I know some people have watched the older Death Battle that is Batman versus Spider-Man, and this is a completely different kind of matchup. Even though they are technically a Batman and a Spider-Man, they are the future versions. And this is a Batman with like an Iron Man suit, and this is a Spider-Man with like real spider powers and talons and venom and stuff like
they're
that.
both
And-
considerably different.
Yes, there are much different things because like I've seen a lot of comments, and honestly, we did the same thing when we first talked about this matchup. We go,
I have done it all.
wouldn't it just be the same thing as Batman versus Spider-Man? And then upon further research, knowing about like Terry McGinnis' suit, and then also that Miles's spider
Miguel.
sense or Miguel, sorry,
Miles is the other
Miles is the other one.
Spider-Man.
Sorry, but Miguel's spider sense works differently. Was enough for us to be like, okay, cool, let's look into this. I'm not saying the result will be different or if it will be the same. I'm just saying there was enough that was different about this that made it interesting to do an episode.
Yep.
And so that's what we want. We've seen a lot of comments. We wanted to talk about that on this episode. We were probably going to talk about that more, but talking about shoes and the weather.
The exciting stuff.
Still good topic.
Yeah.
All right, let's come up with a community death battle.
Yeah.
for not next week.
Yeah, that's right. Just a heads up. Next week is Thanksgiving, and I wanted to give everybody needs some time off to enjoy their family and friends and eat some turkey. So we won't be on next week, but we'll be back the following week, which means you got 2 weeks to submit to the hashtag Death Battle Cast with your questions, comments, and also who you think would win this community death battle that we will set right now. Let's see.
So, since we talked about shoes and ice and whatever this whole time,
I'm really
How
interested to see
about-
where this is going.
Yeah, me too.
Black Cat versus Catwoman.
Because shoes got you there. Because the
What?
leather.
No,
Where'd the
that's
ice
nothing to
come
do with any. Actually, it's because we got a Batman Spider-Man kind of matchup going on, and that's another matchup using those universes that I've
They
seen.
both
But
steal diamonds.
they
And
both wear
our
black.
cats.
You were wearing black. She was wearing black.
Yeah.
Or we can do the Thing versus Hellboy.
Where'd that come from? Just right now?
Thing versus Hellboy. That's not the worst idea I've
Yeah,
ever heard.
see?
Kinda
Like
cool,
Ben
but-
Grimm thing?
Yeah.
Are we not gonna? Are we just gonna ignore?
Just gonna ignore Ben? Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, I literally just came up with one, and you're just like, no.
Black Cat Catwoman seems fine. Like
Yeah.
I'm down
that
with
one.
Let's see that.
Let's hold
Well,
off. On
For some reason, I was
Hellboy
just thinking
Thing.
about the Thing. I don't know.
Right. Cloud
Out
Run
of
time,
nowhere.
etc.
Yeah.
Black Cat.
Versus Catwoman.
Catwoman. You can
Hashtag-
send us who you think would win and why using the hashtag DeathBattleCast, and we'll talk about the week after Thanksgiving.
Have a good Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.